Hello there. In this video, I'm going to be talking about all the people who spam up the forums about how much they miss pre-Burning Crusade WoW. So the point of this video is me ranting to show you guys that vanilla WoW really was not that great. Now don't get me wrong, I loved vanilla WoW. It was great. I've been playing WoW since its release. I've gone through all the raids and stuff. But the thing is, it wasn't that great to the point where I would want like vanilla WoW servers, you know? So in this video I'm going to be going over all of the things in vanilla WoW people think should be in modern WoW. Bring back 40-man raids. Really? Do you honestly want 40-man raids back in this game? I guarantee about 80% of the people who are asking this have never been in a real 40-man raid before. The whole thing is a pain. This is what it's like to start a 40-man raid. So, you have to make sure you have 40 people in your guild that are willing to sit through an 8-hour raid. Once you do that, you have to pick a day that would work for all 40 people, which is a pain because you can't pug it, because if you pug the raid, it's going to fail miserably. Alright, so you chose the day for your raid, a few days pass, it's time for the raid, and what happens? Like 15 people from your guild don't even show up to the raid. So, you have to pug 15 people for your raid, alright? So you're going to be spamming up trade chat for like 2 hours trying to get people to join the raid. Alright, you have 40 people in your raid now. Okay, like 5 people already left by the time everybody got down to the dungeon because nobody wanted to go down to summon everyone. So like 5 guildies left. So you had to pug 5 more people, which means half your raid is a pug. Yep. Welcome to vanilla WoW. That is a 40-man raid for you. Yup. It was actually hard to get geared. Yes, it was hard to get geared. It seriously was. It was extremely freaking hard, and that was the annoying thing. They're making it sound like it's a good thing. It wasn't. Okay, so, after wipe, after wipe, after wipe, you finally take down the boss. Everyone's happy, everyone's cheering. You're just like, yay! You go to loot the boss and 5 items drop. Now think about it. There are 9 classes in World of Warcraft, okay? 9 classes. What are the chances of one of those 5 items being for your class? Now think about it even more. You're in a 40-man raid. What are your chances of getting an item that drops for your class out of the 10 other people in your raid that are the same class as you? That's why it was so hard to get geared in vanilla WoW. And hunters would roll on every single freaking weapon in the game. So including people that are the same class as you and hunters, you barely got a chance of getting a weapon. World bosses were awesome. No, they were not. They were not awesome at all. You would go down there every single day, and the world boss would not be there. He's not there. Next day. He's not there. Next day. He's not there. Next day. He's not there. Okay, and the day the boss is actually there, there's only like 7 people online in your guild. So you can't do it. And you can't pug it because if you announce that the boss is there in trade chat, every guild in the server is going to jump on there. So, you know, it's stupid. We only want paladins for alliance and shaman for horde. No, you do not. Do you know how frustrating it is as a horde to go through a 40-man raid and paladin gear drops off of every single boss, when that could have been something for your class? It was hard to level. Yes, it was. And you're saying that like it's a good thing. Really, it was not a good thing at all. It was terrible. It took forever to get to the top level. It was a grind fest. And, nobody wants to spend, well, me personally, I don't want to spend, 6 months just to get to max level so I can get to the raid content, which is like the main thing about the game. So I don't get why people are all obsessed with that, because nobody likes to level, let's face it. World PvP was awesome! No, it wasn't. It was not at all. World PvP only consisted of ganking. Ganking, ganking, and ganking. And when Battlegrounds finally came out, they weren't even that great, because warriors, paladins, and shaman were really the most overpowered classes in PvP in the game. So, basically, you had no chance if you were against them. I understand why people complain about how much they miss vanilla WoW, because back then the game was all adventurous and new, because we were new to the game. Like, really, think about it. When you first made your character in World of Warcraft, you were just like, yeah, this game is awesome. Everything is just new and fantastic. The reason why it felt so awesome back then was because everything was new. You were new to everything in WoW. Now, you've been playing for 5 years, you know everything that has to do with WoW. You know there's raiding and all that stuff. It's the same thing like old people. How they always complain about how they miss their childhood. They're all like,
oh, how I miss my childhood. I would do anything to go back to the old days. Back then, everything was so much better. I was so carefree. I was so much younger, and life was just so much more enjoyable. The world is a different place now than what it used to be.
/emo. Really, the only reason why you feel like that is because you're old, so shut up. The same thing goes towards WoW players. You've been playing WoW for 5 years, so it just doesn't feel as new and fresh as it used to. So that's just how it is. You either shut up and enjoy the game or quit and do everybody a favor. Because nobody wants to deal with you whining about how much you want vanilla WoW. Because Cataclysm is the closest thing you're ever going to get to vanilla WoW. So